Sup everyone, Casual Talk here. This is an interesting topic and something I wanted to dissect, to break it down for a lot of brothers, black women, black men alike who comes across this video, and other people too. I'm here to debunk something and wake people up with a sense of reality. Okay? Having a sense of realism and just being straight realistic. Just taking your time to just think. Use your brain. Think beyond the ignorance. Think outside the box. See the elephant in the room. Black women like Serena Williams is speaking nothing but truth and facts on the majority of black men in America. There's an interview a while back of Serena dating preference on dating black men and why she married a man outside of her race. I'm gonna start from the beginning and I'm going to speak from my point of view, okay? The article is from snoops.com. There was a claim, which was false, that said Serena Williams announced she'd stop dating black guys because a white man is the only real choice for a successful black woman. That was false. That's not how she said it, okay? Part of the interview from the beginning, I'm gonna link the interview and pin it in the comment section down below for all of you to take a look at. Read, take your time, and think about it. If you was a Pookie or a Ray Ray, or a black man that does not have himself together, can you expect any other female or any woman to take you seriously? You can't take care of yourself. You don't got yourself together. So what makes you think she's gonna stop what she's doing to struggle? You just gotta be realistic. Most of the time, majority of women out here, they're not looking for a fixer-upper or a man to build up. So yes, there's truth to women waiting at the finish lines for the winners, but at the same time, it's not just about that. It's about does she see you heading somewhere in life? Do you have a vision? Do you have a plan? If you're stagnating and you're just talking out of your mouth, she's going to look at you as, he just want to sleep with me. He's not going nowhere mentally. He's only thinking about the moment, and that's it. Just getting yours, and that's it. That's how it looks like. Now, in part of the beginning of the interview with Serena Williams, right? For those of you who does not know who Serena Williams is, she's a very famous tennis player. And her white husband, I believe he's a CEO of a company. So yeah, he has himself together. Now the interview said, "Miss Williams, we are all interested in your new boyfriend." Serena said, "There is no new boyfriend. I stopped playing with boys when I stopped dating black guys. I have a new man in my life, and yes, he's white." Okay? It continues from here. Interviewer. "So you prefer to date white men instead of black guys?" Serena said, "Let's be real. If you are a successful black female, you only have two choices. Date outside of your race or date other successful black females." Now, that part I don't agree with, so I'm going to continue from there. The interviewer continues asking, "Are you saying there are no successful black men to date?" She said, this is what Serena said, guys. She said, of course not. Let's face it. If Oprah would date outside of her race, she would be married with children now. The state of most black men, the state they're in, this is what she said. The state of most black men is so low, the only thing you can do is love them. Like a poor, homeless dog. You can't expect it to protect you. You can only offer shelter and love and watch as our neighbor's pit bull protects his home and family. I, unlike Oprah, am not forced to stay within those boundaries. I was born into a new generation of black women. You see what she just said? She straight up said, the state of most black men is so low, the only thing you can do is love them. Like a poor homeless dog. You can't expect it to protect you. You can only offer shelter and love and watch as our neighbor's pit bull protects his home and family. Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? The black community is not even a community. And I made a video about this before. Black people is not together in America. We're divided. It's every man for himself with black people. Sure, there's those who has a good sense and a good mind. Those I respect that actually has some sense and want to try to keep us together. Okay? And I'm not making it about, pro-black. I'm not making it about that. But we as a group, we don't act like a community. We act like we're against each other. And Serena Williams was straight up. Even if this is true or not, from the words alone, just reading this, I could see her saying something like this. Even if it's not in the exact words, I'm pretty sure this is what she's thinking. Look at the man she married. Look it up. Look at the picture. This thumbnail here in the video. What do you see? I don't see just a race. Of course, I see a black woman who's successful and happy with a white man who's also successful. And let's just be real. Every white brother, every white man out there is not successful like this man here. There's rich and poor and middle class and every single color, every single background, every single race. So before anybody gets a hissy fit saying the white man is holding me back, white people this and this and that, you sound like you're insecure and you're not secure with yourself. And I could save that for another video. Most of the black men that you see are hyped up behind social media, TV shows, movies, music. What do you see? The stereotypical hood dude. They got dreadlocks. That's the new trend now for a lot of black men. Dreadlocks, skinny jeans, pants sagging, gold rims, jewelry, balling, looking like they got money, that like they made it. They're flashing their money, throwing up gang signs. Most of them throwing up gang signs because let's just be real. Me coming from a black poverty area, even from what my wife said, her also growing up in a black poverty area, majority of areas where it's populated by black people, black families, most of the time, those areas are crime driven. I'm sorry if this offends anybody. You could say, I'm pro-black. I love black people. I love everybody. I love black people as well, but you can't accept or love the character that comes with it, and then you have to be realistic. Can you blame some black people that wants to move in a safe neighborhood? Can you blame black people for just wanting to do better for themselves? Can you blame black men or black women for just wanting better? Sure, there are some who purposely date outside their race because they don't like their skin. They hate themselves. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about those who are open-minded to change and wanting better. You expect a lot of black women that are on the come up. They're getting themselves together. The ones that you call that are strong and independent. But look at the times we're in. You expect them to just wait there for a knight in shining armor? How many successful brothers and black men do you know out there? I'm sure there's plenty, but there's not a lot within the black communities, black areas, black neighborhoods. There's not many. I'm sure they're around, but there's not many. They're hard to come by. And if you come by them, there's going to be standards that's going to be set. These women that comes by, these type of men, they know that they can't play. They can't play no games. They're going to have to set the standards right there. They're going to have to take care of themselves, act like a lady, act like a woman, be a representation of what it means to be a woman so you can set an example for your daughter and for what your son should bring home. And you should expect the exact same thing for your husband. I believe in traditional roles done right, not done wrong. People just need to take the time before they come at me or try to yell at me, make any comments. You just think realistically. If I grew up in a neighborhood full of white people, and it's not in my control where my parents had me, right? Majority of the time, who am I expected to date? I'm going to end up dating a white woman because that's all I'm used to seeing. And that's why I grew up around. If I grew up in a black neighborhood, who am I going to most likely want to marry? A black woman. In many cases, this happens. Some cases, it doesn't happen because love is love. And I believe in the right type of love. I'll save that for another topic. God made man and woman. That is the traditional role I believe in. Man, woman, husband and wife. There's so much division, chaos. And on YouTube, I see nothing but women versus men. Black women versus black men. Black men talking crap about black women. Black women talking crap about black men. Then you wonder why we're not getting nowhere. People also need to think about this. The ones who complains about the problem, they are also part of the problem in many cases. There's just some black dudes that complain about hoes, but they're the ones that are creating hoes by sticking their Johnson on every single black female that is running around on the streets. And there's black women on the opposed side, on the opposite side. They're dressing a certain way and acting a certain way based off the portrayal of singers like Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. There's so many things I could break down in this video that I'd just rather not because I'm already getting annoyed. Can you blame Serena Williams? Just think about it. You expect her to she should just wait there and just die by herself. She should just suffer. If I was in her shoes, what do you think I would do? People got to be real. If there was a black man out there, I love my black sisters, I love black women, I love women of all different backgrounds and shades. But nobody is not entitled to nobody, regardless of your race, regardless of the same background, the culture that you came from. Nobody owns nobody. The only one that truly owns us is God. Look past the skin. Look past the race. Look at a person's character. Look at the benefits they could bring into your life. I'm pushing to get myself together. My wife is in school. I'm in school. We're both on the same page. She didn't met me and I was rich. I was just working and she seen a vision and I seen a vision with her. I see a future and she sees a future. She didn't met me in the finish line. She's not a gold digger. And me and her are black. I didn't get with my wife because, oh, I want to stick with the black sisters only. No, that's not the case. I seen her character first. I don't judge people by race. I judge people by character. If a woman acts like a woman, and to me, she's beautiful the way she is, hey, I'm all for it. Man made division by race. God didn't make race, okay? Yes, race is made. Yes, race is there. But God doesn't see it that way. We're all brothers and sisters under God, of course. We all have one creator. Seriously, just ask yourself this. Any man or woman that is coming across this video, you really expect a woman like Serena Williams to remain single, be by herself, or just date a bum or Pookie and Ray Ray? Successful brothers and black men are very hard to come by. So whoever's around who was willing to court her, take care of her, and he's a good guy, let it be. That's all I'm saying. Just gotta be realistic and take your time to think. That's all I'm saying. This is Casual Talk here. Peace out. Let me know what you think.